I'm Jason Sterling. I'm a member of the EA Creator Network. As such, some of the packs you're going to see in the upcoming live stream were provided free of charge by the EA Creator Network and the Game Changers program before that. And now that the disclaimer is out of the way, let's see here. Let me make sure that I'm actually live. I hope I am. I think I am. Oh, yeah, it looks like we're doing good here. Let's see. The sound's coming through great. So let's pull up. Okay, so we're ready to roll here. Almost. Let me fix this. Let me fix this one screen here so that I can see chat. If anybody wants to chat today, we'll put this up here. If not, if you want to just hang out and watch, that's always fine too. Fine with me. I talk enough to fill the airspace, that's for sure, to entertain myself. Let's see here. Okay, today we're working on, I think this is going to be like the fifth build. This is the fifth build for Lovestruck. The first one was a nightclub. Then we did a retirement community, right? Retirement community for our Lovestruck retired singles and couples. Then I did a couple of penthouses, 2 penthouses for the 20 by 15 penthouse lot that is coming up with the Lovestruck New World. Today, though, we're going to do a manor house, I guess you could call it. It's going to be kind of hacienda style. It's going to be modern, but hacienda style. Let me get started here. I've got an old build on this lot. Originally, I was going to use Oasis to build this house in, but I've been having some issue with Oasis lots here lately. I don't know why. And I thought, well, hey, let's go ahead and just try Del Sol this time and see if I get a little bit luckier. All right. This is an old build I was working on at one point here in Del Sol. I think, I don't know what it was for. I think it might have been for apartments, like for rent as a penthouse type of add-on to a building. And then there would be like 4 apartments, 1 for each level. But then we couldn't actually use penthouses in the for rent, right? It wasn't available. I think I'm having an issue here. Give me just a second. I'm not getting, let's see. I'm not getting a feed. I can hear myself, but I'm not getting a visual feed here. I'm going to try coming back in here. Okay. Now it's working. I don't know what happened there. I do have. Okay. Hopefully this won't go off again. Like I said, for a minute there, I could hear myself, but the screen went blank. And so I don't know what everyone else saw on YouTube, but that's what I was seeing. So it looks like it is working though now. Maybe it was always working. It was just on my end. I don't know. What I was saying though, I think I built this or started this originally to use on the for rent pack, and ended up not using it because we could not use rentals on a penthouse lot. Rental lots on a penthouse lot. That's what I'm looking to say. Okay. So we're going to bulldoze this. We'll bulldoze this here. In fact, yeah, Derek's penthouse test. So we're going to bulldoze this. This is Derek's lot. Okay, this is where Derek lives here in Del Sol as of right now. Derek is down here on the sidewalk, I guess. It's going to be one of these people. Yeah, he's the guy with the little, plumb bob there over his head. Probably talking to Ivory there. It's Ivory Mainline next to him. Part of my Del Sol cast. Okay, so we're going to start here. A hacienda style. manor house done in a very modern sort of take on it, very modern take. Now, we're going to start with the front. Hacienda style means you're going to have a lot of single rooms, right? Individual rooms, all kind of connected together in a rectangle around a courtyard in the middle of that structure. So you're not really going to have, you don't really have like hallways, like we do in a lot of houses, especially here in the States, a sort of ranch style, with a long hallway. You do typically have maybe an outdoor sort of corridor or breezeway, you might call it, and all of the rooms open onto that. So that's how you get around the house, is you would walk out into the courtyard along these sort of breezeways from room to room. In our case, we could frame the breezeways in so that they are interior. We might, or we could roof over the entire courtyard with a glass roof, and we might do that. We'll see kind of how we go. Both those ideas are in my head as an option. Okay, so we're going to start with the front. Let me put a grid on here. This is 30 by 40. God willing, we have a 30 by 40 lot in the new world. Hopefully, I'm not building for nothing, but I think we do. So we will put 30 by 40 here. I want to use up most of the lot because all the open space, like the backyard, the yard will be in the middle. So my thought is here at the front, I'm going to set it back from the street a little bit. We're going to set it back maybe 6 squares, like 6 grid tiles back, and we'll bring it in by another 5 grid tiles on each side. That will be the other hallmark of this build, is it's going to be very symmetrical. So each side will mirror the other side. The exception to that will be the front, where the front door and the front entrance, I'm not going to do the front door right in the middle, right, with windows on each side. I will set it off asymmetrically. So that will be kind of the one, that will be where it's not symmetrical. Now we have 6 inches back from the street. I think we'll do 6 inches in here as our first primary, a very long sort of primary room here. So that's 6 squares, yeah, 6 squares there. And we'll come in and I'm going to bump our entrance out just a little, just a little bit. And there's kind of a little sort of build thing I'm going to do here. I've done it before. In fact, I've done it a couple of times. So it's not brand new, but it is pretty cool. You can do it either by bringing, well, let's just wait till we get there. You can do it either using, move objects on and then elevating the item, or you can use a tool mod. So we're going to probably use the tool mod, but we'll go through here first and grab a front door. I need something kind of modern, right? Kind of modern. I'd like to see some glass, maybe like this. This is kind of what I'm thinking. When I first set out to do this, my first thought was sort of brutalist style, but I'm not really going to do a pure brutalist look. Maybe this, because I do want kind of a taller door here. I'm going to warm it up a little bit. I don't want to do just pure concrete. So we are going to kind of warm it up a little bit. I think this door will work really well. And I think it'll fit really well with what we're going to kind of add on to here to give it a sort of bumped out appearance. First, we're going to put in kind of some walls like this. And the same on the other side, like that. And then we'll run a broad kind of sidewalk out here to whatever we have in front of our house, right? To the sidewalk in front of the house. Now, what we need is the table from this. The table from this, the nouveau riche table from the sort of spa day, right? Super old table. We've had this forever. I got to put in my cheats real quick. We've had that table. We've had spa day, just forever. Move objects on. We'll also ignore gameplay so we can unlock everything. Unlock all of our entitlements, right? That didn't work. What did I do wrong? Okay, ignore gameplay. play unlocks entitlement. There we go. And we're going to show hidden objects as well. Hidden objects are usually things like collectibles, like crystals and stuff like that. And it's just nice if we're going to clutter this a little bit over time. So it is nice to have those available just in case we want to use them. Plus, we might need something in the end, you know, some fashion. So we're going to blow this up huge. That's what we're going to do. We're going to blow it up really big. I think that should be big enough. And like I said, now we can either go down to the basement level and we could draw a room down here. Like if you don't have the tool mod, you can do it this way. We could draw a room down here like so. And we'll go up here. We'll grab this. We'll come downstairs. And we will elevate it into place, right? Now, it's a little more complicated to do it this way. You'll have to go back and forth. Just try to guess, you know, where it's going to fit. I'm going to hope right there, maybe. Let me go up here. Yeah, it's pretty close. No, a little bit lower though. Let's go down here. Whoops. I'm just kind of hurrying with it just as an example because we will use tool mod to make sure it's perfect. So there we go. You can see how, well, you can't see exactly. Hold on here. I'll show you something else real quick too. You can see how it's kind of dark. Why is it dark? Because it's underground. It's inside a box. So what we're going to do, we move it over here first. So we'll line up the door. Is that lined up? Not really. So we'll go back down here, move it back over one more. That lines us up. It lines us up with our front door. But it is dark, right? It's really dark. So what we'll do is we're going to carve out a small room here, like so. We'll highlight it. We'll go up here. And we're going to just knock the ceiling out. Oops. Hold on. Come on. Let's try it this way. Remove the ceiling, like so. And then we will, you know, cut a hole there. And then that allows the daylight in. So it's going to shade this item. It's going to light up this item, just like it's sitting out on the front yard, right? So then you get up here and it's got a much better look to it. Now, in reality, Sims will walk through this. It looks like it has a little bit of a step, doesn't it? We could adjust that a little bit more down in the basement. With tool mod, we can adjust it a whole lot easier, but they'll walk right through it and it will work. Let's go just for, just because we are kind of working on a tutorial here. Let's lower it down one more. We can get a better idea of what it's going to look like. See? So we've got kind of a little threshold here, you know, that looks like concrete, and then we can walk straight through our door. When it comes to this hole over here, usually I'm just going to cover it with some sort of like landscaping or something, right? So like this works really well. We'll make it big, right? And we'll cover it with some landscaping. I can do better than that. We could also grab, let's see, how about, could throw some sort of ground cover underneath it as well, like that, right? And we'll frame it in or something, and then we've got just a little landscaped area there. Sometimes I put a tree on top of it because that also will cover it up. And then we've got this framed out for our doorway. We're going to, in this case, move it back a little bit further. Let's go up and see if that does it. Yeah, because I want this wall to show through a little bit, because what we're going to do is we're going to, like I said, now most of this outside of this structure is going to be concrete. But in order to kind of warm it up a little bit, to give it a little less harshness, we're going to add some wood touches. It's going to probably make it feel a little more like mid-century modern than true brutalist style, but that's okay, because I think it'll look better in the end. So we'll put a little bit of a warmth there, kind of some wood to dress it up. Let's do both sides of this like that. Here on the top, we're going to do a really wide overhang. This will help give us, again, a sort of mid-century modern vibe, but we'll outfit it with concrete so it will look a little brutalist, right? A little where we're headed. And I say brutalist because the new pack world is supposed to be based on Mexico City, right? Mexico City. So Mexico City, when I think of Mexico City, I think a lot of, let me see if I can find the correct thing here. I think a lot of Total Recall from like 1990, the Arnold Schwarzenegger version. Um, because it was filmed partially in Mexico City, and they used a lot of very modern, high-tech, brutalist-looking buildings. Their subway has a very brutalist look to it. And I definitely was coming up here. One of the ideas I have kind of came from looking at some of the scenes in the subway and the way the levels looked, you know? So once we get in here to our courtyard, we're going to play off that sort of look. But that's why I keep saying brutalist. But we will have, in the end, I think, a little bit of a mid-century modern vibe. Okay, so this is kind of what it's going to look like once we get it. Well, I mean, we do have it in place. Like I said, the idea really is I'm going to, first of all, this is going to be 2 stories. So let's go ahead and put another floor up here. And I think ultimately, I know on this side we're going to have a courtyard. So I think I want this to overhang. Well, I know I do. Because it's hacienda style, we're going to need kind of a walkway here. Like I said, sort of a breezeway where people go from room to room. So we'll go ahead and we'll extend that out a little bit for now. I think up here on top, let's put in some windows real quick. Let's throw in, again, we have a great modern window, and I can't remember which pack it came in. Hopefully it'll just be here and I'll see it real quick. Ah, there it is right off the bat. Yeah, so it was Como Rebi here. Let's grab kind of this lighter version of it, I think. I might end up going with the darker version on that. We'll see. Kind of space these windows kind of evenly there. For the wall itself, I guess we could fill that in. I am going to use concrete, and I'm going to use the concrete from Spa Day, the concrete walls. Let's see if I can find them real quick. Let's see here. There it is, right there. I like it because it's concrete, and they have a pretty good white tone to it, you know, which is going to give us that modern feel. Hold on here. Bring that in like that. Like that. Kind of start mapping out what we got going. And then we'll put in the windows I want to use are the new windows from Growing Together. Let's go ahead and just sort by Growing Together. Newer windows. I say new. Growing Together doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but it was actually like 3 expansion packs ago. Kind of like 4 if you count Lovestruck. It's 4 expansion packs ago, but somehow to me it does feel still kind of new. I want the really large windows or medium. Let's look for the medium. You know, we'll use medium. Here, I'd say I'm going to try like that. And then this medium one next to it. And then we're going to use the small up here. I think that this level, let's make it like that. So we'll put the small up there. Like this. My thought is maybe should I separate those maybe? Or leave them? No, you know what? I'm going to leave them up against one another because I'm going to take out part of this floor up here. Because I do want a big open atrium. So in fact, let's map that out. Let's go in here real quick. We're going to map out. Take off Growing Together. We will map out an atrium up here. Kind of bring it right along here and here. Maybe here. And then we'll have kind of a atrium here over the entryway and an atrium over probably a living room is what we'll do down here. Take that out. So we've got that. And I think let's go ahead real quick. Let's frame out these windows so they don't look quite so just stuck on the wall, right? Give them a little bit of dimension. And in fact, you know what we're going to do? Let's go ahead and since we want this to be a little bit warmer, right? Not quite so harsh, we'll go ahead and put this wood here as well. A lot like we did on the front door. We'll put the wood on there, outline these areas. Do like so. Okay, so this is coming along not too bad. I do want to do, yeah, let's do an overhang here as well. So much like the front door, we're going to do an overhang over the windows, but we're going to take it all the way down. And I think one side of me says take it all the way down to here. The other side says, no, let's stop it where the door stops. Have this compressed earth. Let's fill that in. Again, so, you know, we're getting kind of a mid-century modern type of look to it, but I think it's going to be okay. I think it is going to work and play along pretty well. Let's put some molding on there real quick. These windows have kind of a darker frame around them, so maybe we go ahead and darken up these windows just to tie in a little bit better. I don't know if I want them too dark. Maybe like that. Let's use that color. Okay, so there we go. Now we are kind of getting our front together here. Let's take a quick look at it. Let's see what we've got going. Not too bad. I think one thing I'll do as well, let's go in here real quick. Again, let's grab another platform. We'll put this platform on here. Run it all the way down like so. Okay, so we've got kind of a platform look on there so that the roof appears to stand up a little bit above, you know, these sort of overhangs, right? These awnings coming out from the house. And I guess I'm going to try putting this white, right? I'm going to try putting this white sort of surround on it like that. Oh, it actually works. It's actually pretty close. I was a little worried. I was afraid it wouldn't work very well, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. If it ends up bothering me, we can always put a pony wall around it and then use this actual color here, this concrete, right, from Spa Day. Let's fill in our wall over here real quick. Okay, so far, this is where the front of our house is coming in at. We're going to put in like a little bit of lighting here. Let's get a little bit of lighting going. And here we go. What do we need? We need, let's use this. I think I'm going to put this up here like that. And you know, the other thing we can use is these strip lights. Maybe we'll go with a smaller one here. No, we're going to need a larger one. Let's use this then. Put this here on the side. I don't know that I want it to stick out too far, you know, but maybe if we pull it a little bit. No, I don't know if that makes a whole lot of difference. I'm going to go ahead and leave it in there like that, just to give kind of the idea. Hello, Imadeus, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. Let's Just use these light strips over here as well. Kind of light up the window area. It's like really bright here in Del Sol. Even at night. I guess because of all the street lights here. The other thing I feel like I should do is maybe light up around these windows. We'll pull that up like so. And yeah, let's try lighting up around the windows. I don't know. I'm a little torn on that. I think, I mean, we can either do them, you know, right by the window, right? Like this. Or we could try to put them here in the overhang. Maybe hide them more. Maybe make them more disguised. Because that doesn't really look right to me. I do kind of want that to be lit up. We could use, let's try the overhang first. Whoops. We could do that. I mean, that's okay. That's not too bad. So we've got that look, or we could take those out and use kind of uplighting from our landscaping. Let's see here. Which is probably going to give us more of the modern look, right? The modern look we're kind of looking for here. So I don't know. I'm a little bit torn. We also don't have to put any lighting up there at all. That's the other option, is we just simply go with the lighting around the front door. Don't put any lighting up top. The fact of the matter is, once we have lighting on the inside, on the interior, the exterior is going to look much different, right? It's going to look a lot brighter just because of the lights shining through from the inside. So if we grab the inside here, just as an example, throw a few lights in here. You know, it will brighten it up. Like here, the front door looks a lot brighter now. So let's go with that. Let's go where we are. I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull these in just a little bit. We'll pull this one in. That helps a little bit more. I'll tinker with it. We've got time to play around with lighting. But for now, we are definitely kind of getting our front mapped out. Let's work on the building as a whole here. We have not a lot of space on a 30 by 40 lot, but I'm going to use most of it, so that's kind of okay. The first thing that occurs to me is maybe to draw a hallway connecting this area all the way to the back. But on different levels. Okay, so let's start there. Let's go ahead and we'll put a little hallway here. We'll do a 3-level hallway right here. And then we'll put maybe the kitchen or a lounge area here, maybe? here. Let's start here. We need as much room as we can get, right? So we'll do it. We'll go ahead and put the kitchen here. How long do I want to make it? I'm not sure. Probably 3 and then at least 8 and maybe another 3 like that. Now out here, we're going to have a walkway. We're going to have this walkway that runs along here. And it'll be an exterior walkway in this part here. And then I think from this point on, it might go, well, I'm not sure. We'll see. Let's not get that far ahead. I do want this to lift up a couple of spots, though. So let's lift it up another notch there. Because from here on this floor, I want to walk up 2 spots, like 2 steps. So let's put a step there. Did that. We'll do this. Okay, and then we'll do this. We'll lift that up and grab a platform here to make a step up. Like so. Okay, I guess we can do that. That seems good. And then we'll go over here, and I'm going to go ahead and take out this entire wall. Well, no, not the entire wall. In fact, let's leave this first step. We won't take that out, right? That's the step coming up from the living room. We'll go ahead and we'll expand this like this, though, and we'll make the kitchen 1 spot higher. And we'll take this down here. We'll draw all of our walls back in place, like so. Okay, so we got our walls drawn back into place. We've got this stuff looks good. And we're going to replicate that on the other side. Actually, I think I'm going to put the kitchen on this side because I think I'm going to do a dining room here, which is suspended. We're going to have a floating dining room suspended out over a landscaped area in the courtyard. So let's go in here. Let's go ahead and just do exactly the same thing on this side. So we'll go out 3, come in 2, and then draw a wall like that, and like that. Is that right? Yeah. We'll go here and we'll make a pretty long kitchen, about 8 squares long. And then another 3 sort of walk area. Okay, so we'll call that pretty good for the moment. I didn't do a bump out over here. I think I will do a bump out over here. That's what I think for now, because I want both sides to mirror each other. So let's do that. Take that out. And we'll go ahead and we'll put our platform here. And from this platform, this is where on both sides, we're going to have a floating structure. So you'll enter from stairs from here and then on this side as well, onto these sort of floating structures. Is this correct? Yes. I think this might be a little bit too high. Okay, so we'll do that. We're going to need a lot of windows. Back here in the back, I don't know exactly what we're going to do here. Let's go ahead and I'm going to do a sort of corridor. Maybe 3 again. Maybe actually, you know what? Let's wait on the corridor. Let's go back here and let's map out a group of bedrooms and bathrooms. So I want the bedrooms. This is a pretty palatial place, right? Pretty palatial place. So let's do the bedrooms at maybe 6 by 6 by 7, maybe 6 by 7 as a bedroom. And then we can do a bath and closet here in this space. And then here, and then this middle part's a really large space. So what we could do is maybe do a 6 by 6 here. And use this space as its closet and bath. And then for these units or these bedrooms, we'll do like a closet and bath in this area. I might need more space. Maybe I'll extend it that far. And my thought is that we could then put a garden area here, right? A sort of little private patio area off of the bathroom. And then the corridor area would run like this here, like that. Let's see here. Yeah, and then like this and like that. Okay, so then we've got this pretty well mapped out here, at least as far as the first floor goes. So we've got 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. We're going to have a living area here, a sort of lounge bar area here, another living area that will be floating out here. We'll have a kitchen, floating dining room. Along one of these corridors, I'm going to probably put in some sort of laundry room. We'll see. Maybe, yeah, like a laundry room. Up here, we're going to go ahead and draw out some rooms as well, because I'm going to put a master suite up here, and I suppose we could put in some kids' bedrooms up here. Mostly I do that. I mean, the kids' bedrooms could be downstairs, but mostly I do that because I think, like with myself, as a parent, I would want my kid nearby. So if I'm all the way upstairs, I'm going to want my kid to be upstairs. So we'll draw this out like so. We're going to have to do some work on this as far as out exterior design goes. I don't want it to be too blocky. Even though it is brutalist and even though it's made out of concrete, I don't want it to get too blocky, and I do want to have some detail to it, I guess, is decorative detail. So it's not, again, not too harsh, but kind of a walkway here. And I'm going to lower, I think, well, I guess we can leave it 1. Let's leave it 1 high. And then back over here, we also need some sort of exterior walkway. I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to go completely flat with this. Pull it across here. Maybe bring it out 1 more. And my thought is to mark off each bedroom a sort of area outside on this breezeway. So we've got 5, we've got 5, got 5. So if we did 5 here, 5 here, and then 6, that's not too bad. Except I think not like that. Let's not do it like that. Let's do, give it a little more interest, let's do this. Do that. And then up above, we'll go ahead and we'll pull out the roof some fashion like this. Maybe bring this out. That's not too bad. I feel like we could do a little something else in here, and we might. Maybe just to give the impression that there's some substance to the structure. I'm going to lift that up 1, just like we've done. Well, you know what? Actually, let's lift it up 2. Because I'm going to wrap this here. For now, we're going to wrap that there, and we'll wrap this over here. Actually, that's too long. We'll bring this like that. Okay, so there we go. That takes care of that. Now, let me go in here real quick. I think I forgot. I turned off the audio. There we go. Let me turn on. I just realized there's no background music here from The Sims. Let me turn the audio on about 75% or so. So that might put a little something there in the background. A lot of times when I am building on my own or looking at stuff, I will shut off the sound in The Sims and just put on music or something. But when I'm streaming, I do usually try to turn on the sort of background sound so that, you know, people can kind of hear the sort of build music, right? This could come out a little bit further, I think, but for now I'm going to leave it because we don't have a lot of room here in our courtyard, right? So for the moment, I don't really want to make these rooms smaller. They're like 6. Yeah, I don't really want to make them smaller. We'll see. We might make them smaller, even though I don't want to. What we're going to do first is we're going to build a floating platform out here. Now, there's 2 ways we can do a floating platform. One way is we just simply build a platform here on the 2nd floor, right? So we go up here, we grab a platform. We stretch it out, you know, stretch it out like this, certain amount. What is that? 7. I think we're going to do 8. So let's do the full amount. Let's see what we end up with. 7 or 8, something like that. In fact, yeah, we might do, but if we do 8, we're going to need to change a few things. Let's move this in, and we'll move this in like that. Because I think I wanted to match this, but this isn't 8 across, is it? Yeah, it is 8 across. Okay, so I want to make the platform the same width across. I think I had it right the first time. Okay, here we go. The same width across as this opening. Because then stairs are going to come up from the opening to the platform. Right. Okay, so the first way we can do this is we build a platform on the 2nd floor, and then we grab it, and using the platform tool, this button here, we just drag it down to wherever we want it. Now, the great thing about that, when you do it that way, is you can put fountains and pools, you know, underneath it if it's outside. If it's inside, you can do a pool that looks like a fountain or vegetation or whatever you want, and it doesn't conflict with it. It'll do it without any conflicts. But the bad thing is, when you do a platform this way, is then when you go down to the first floor, it disappears. And what I want it to look like is a sort of first floor mezzanine, right? A sort of half level between the first floor and the second floor. But I want it to be accessible from the first floor and be visible when playing the first floor, because that's primarily where it's going to tie into, is to the services and rooms here on the first floor. So we'd either have to always leave the second floor active so that we can see it while we're playing, or we're going to have to do it another way. And that's what we're going to do, is we're going to do it another way. So we're going to go in here. We'll go ahead and we'll take that out. Although this does work. This does work. Like I said, the benefit is you can put water under it, but it does work. We'll take it out. And we're going to build a platform using just our standard, you know, sort of platform tool here. Like so. We'll put it on here. I'm going to leave it, you know, I'm leaving it one space out from this existing platform because it is going to have a different foundation level than the rest of the structure. So we're going to lift the foundation up. I don't know how much. Let's say like that maybe. We can change it later. We can make it higher. But at the moment, in fact, you know what I want to do? Let me grab a window real quick. I think I'm going to use these windows over here as well. And right now they're set right about there on the front of the house. I think I want to do them right about here. So I may change the front of the house. That's okay. But I'm going to put them right about here. And then I don't want this platform's roof to be any higher than that window. Because we are going to try to, well, not try, we are. We're going to frame this in like a little room, right? We're going to do a little room here, frame it in. That's actually almost too high, but I think it's going to be okay. I think I'm going to leave it. I don't think I'm going to make it any lower. I do want it to be obvious that it's floating, so I don't want it to be too close to the ground. And then we'll take out these walls here, like so. It's gonna be kind of an open air room, and I think let's do this real quick because I do think I'm gonna end up doing this. I want to put a dining room here, right? So I need enough room to put a table and chairs, and then maybe some sort of little serving area, you know, like right here. So we'll go ahead and we'll put that here and map it out since we're going to be working on this. Okay, so this will be our dining room, floating dining room space. Now, in order to make it look like it's floating, we're going to, I want to do something up here real quick too. We're going to use the invisible foundations, which are in the debug menu. They come from, I don't remember, City Living, I think, and one other place. Okay, that is saying that it's going to conflict there. For now, let's just put it here then. But it shouldn't conflict there, so I might have to. Let's try moving it back. Will that do it? No, it won't. Hold on a second. Well, it should. Let's see here. Let's do that. And then let me take a look here. It still doesn't want to do it. I guess it's reading this bottom one as well. It's too close. Okay, something's wrong. Is it up here? It's up here. Okay, for goodness sakes. Let me wind everything back so far. And let's bring this back. Okay. Like that. Because I want to have kind of what I'm trying to do is replicate a little bit like the overhangs on the front of the house, but on these rooms. That's kind of the point of that. That's what that is about. That's what I was aiming for there. And we're going to make this roof see-through. So let's go ahead and put that in real quick too. Goodness sakes. Let's see here. Crystal. I'm looking for the crystal clear flooring. And we're going to double size it. Whoops. On here. Whoops, not like that either. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we'll double size that and we'll put that there, and that kind of sets that. Let's outline. I think I took this off and I should have left it on there because I know I'm going to want some sort of railing here just to make it look proper, because again, it's going to be floating out over a landscaped area. So, okay, that's where we stand. It seems okay. Now, the only thing I can say is if I move this up a little bit more, I don't want it to get too high, right? Because on the inside here, I want Sims to be able to see out of the window. Real quick, I'm just going to grab a Sim. I want to see how close that is. Is it going to be too high up to see out of? Where is he? What's he doing? Why isn't he here yet? Come on, Derek. Let me get over here to him. Now let's try this again. There we go. Okay, so walk over here, Derek. Let me see how high up that is. I mean, he can see out of it, but in reality, that seems a little high to me for a window in a normal home, right? So let's lower it a little bit. More like that's probably a little bit more normal. Okay, so I guess what I'm getting at is maybe this roof is about as high as we can go. I really want to have a lot of space under here, like I said, to make it obvious that what we're doing is a floating platform. So we'll go down here, we'll grab... They're not here. Hold on just a second. They will be. We'll just put in our show hidden objects cheat. There we go. So we've got either this, is it simple? Is that it? Yeah, we've got either simple foundation, which is base game. We can use the generic foundation, which is city living. Although we might as well use base game, right? Because that is what everybody has. So we'll put that in there. And it will create a sort of floating platform, right? Now, the bad thing is, quite obviously, right off the bat, is we've got a big gaping hole to the underside of forever, really, at this point. But what we're going to do is we will go in here. We're going to frame out a room in the basement that is the exact same dimensions as this room. So we'll go like this, this, bring this over, I guess, 6 spaces. And like that. Okay, so we got a room now under there instead of a gaping hole to forever. And we're going to need to connect this to our light source, outside. So we'll just do a simple hallway that runs over there to the existing area where we were using the basement for the front door. Take this off. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put several objects, or put some, not several, a few objects under there, lift them up so that they look like dirt, right? And then we will enlarge and move into place a group of landscape plans. So slide underneath there. The first thing I want to do is outline this area like a landscape bed, right? So we'll go around here. We'll go one shy of our gaping hole. Now we're going to use both tool mod and the number 9, lifting We could use tool mod for the whole thing, but we'll use both. That way, if you don't have tool, it kind of shows how you can do it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a thing called slabo something. Let me see if it pulls up here. There it is. It also is from Spa Day. I've used a lot of Spa Day stuff so far. It also is from Spa Day. It's got a brown one that kind of looks like dirt. So we're going to turn it this way. We're going to make it really big. And we're going to try to fill in like that whole area there, right? So we'll fill in like that and then basically just lift it up into place. Like so. Now, one thing I do want to check real quick is I want to make sure that our sim can walk on that it's not going to create routing issues, because it can. It is so big that it can create some routing issues. Whoops, let's go. Well, I got to do this a particular way, and I'm going to need stairs to do it, to test this. Let's grab some stairs real quick. Stairs, and we'll use... let's stay with Spa Day, right? They've got concrete stairs here. They come in white. Let's stick with our theme. We'll put the stairs in here to kind of bridge these two different levels. Again, it's going to be open underneath the stairs because A, it's floating, and B, we can't directly connect stairs and floors because it's two different foundation heights. But that's one way we can connect, is just kind of let the stairs lean across that gap. And then we'll have Derek come downstairs here by teleporting, because I don't have any stairs to the second floor yet. And then we'll see if he can walk out here. And he can. So this is not interfering with our routing, thank goodness. I did that because the one time I've used this before, I don't do this very often. It was to build a 2-story parking garage inside a foundation, and I wanted it to look like a real parking garage, so I wanted to take out chunks of it and put cars in there, which I did. I did do that, so that when you were down on the ground level, you could see cars. You could see cars inside the foundation and what looked like a parking garage. And then on top of it, I did, an apartment tower. So when I was first working with it, I got these sort of slabs, like too close to the surface, and the Sims couldn't walk. We'll lift this up like so. Okay, so now we've got some stuff that looks vaguely like dirt. The other thing we're going to do is we'll grab some actual real dirt. This is a base game item called Bottom of the Basement. To me, of course, it's just dirt. We're going to fill in here. And over here. It does not look exactly the same, right? I mean, obviously, it doesn't look exactly the same, but I do think it's close enough that it's not going to cause us any problems. Let's take this maybe like that. See what that looks like. Good, that's fine. Now, we need a large selection of landscaping. We are going to use the tool mod to move all of that at once into place. We could move the individual landscaping pieces just like we moved those slabs. We could move them into place in that same fashion. But the tool mod will be a little bit faster for us. At least, well, I think it will. I mean, we're going to go with that. Plus, it will give us a chance to use the tool mod, right? It will. We're going to grab some pretty heavy, landscaping clutter, ground cover, right? In these areas, we can just put it in ourselves. We'll just go through and we'll double up on it here. It's a little tricky, but not too bad. Oh, come on, there we go. We'll fill in here. And you can see, looking through the ground cover, I mean, putting that brown underneath it like it's dirt helps just a little bit. maintain that realism. You don't have to worry about ever sort of accidentally seeing the big gaping hole underneath, right? One thing you could do too, I mean, there's a lot of variations. Like I said, I used this for a parking garage at one point. I did those slabs as black so that it looked like blacktop. So there's variations like that that you can kind of work with, you know, depending on what you want to do. Pull that like so. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. And in the end, we could, the items we put underneath here, we can make them a little bit bigger, a little bit bushier, right? Or we can make them the exact same length as this particular stuff. I think I might do the exact same length. I've done kind of bushier before in the middle. To me, it looks a little more realistic because my thought is, if I had like a landscaper and I actually did this in real life and put like a floating platform out over this grass that needs to be mowed, right? He's probably going to go ballistic and be like, hell no, I'm not going to try to climb under there and mow that stuff. So probably it wouldn't get as done as often as the stuff up front, right? That's real easy to do. That's kind of my thought. Now, let's place the things we need to do for the tool mod. Do like that, like that. Okay, so let's see, is that going to be enough? It should be enough to cover 4 by 6, I think. Let's move it all the way over here. And in fact, you know, let's overlap it just a little bit. Let's do it like this. That way, it will kind of blend in to what we've already got placed. Okay, I think that will do it. Now we're going to go out into live mode and we're going to use the tool mod because we can move this whole thing as a group all the way over and then elevate it or de-elevate it depending on, you know, what we need to do. We're going to set a grouping box there. And we'll set a grouping box here. Here. Hopefully I'm going to grab everything, right? Hope I don't miss any of it. And here, like so. And it works very well. As you can see, we've got our grouping box here. We're going to go into our grouping box and we're going to talk. No, not that. Let's Let's take that off. Let me try to get out here maybe a little bit. There we go. We're going to toggle our whole group like that. And then we can click on one of these and move it, right? So we're going, this is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. You can see up here, you type in the x, how far you want it to move on the x-axis first, how far you want to move on the y-axis second. We don't want to move towards y. Y is moving this way, right? See how y is over here, so we would be moving this way. We don't want to move towards y. We want to just move towards x. I say move towards x because x is on this side. If we wanted to go this direction, we'd be moving away from x. If we were moving that direction, we would put in negative. The number would be negative. As it is, the number can be positive. And it's pretty easy. We're just going to look here and count the squares. So I want to move this group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares. I think that's right. So we'll do 8. We're going to move it 8 squares along the x-axis. 0 squares along the y-axis. We'll hit OK and see what happens. Oh, shoot, and it didn't work. Okay. Oh, it's so easy. No, it should be easy. What did it do? It did move it, though. Why is it over here? What did it do? Did it double it? No, it didn't move it. Okay. Now let's go back here. We can undo it just this easy. Wonder what went wrong. Okay, let me try this again. So I told it to move towards X. Oh, and what did it do though? It moved it out here. So let me look at it like this. That doesn't make any sense. Does it? Maybe it does. Maybe X is this way? X must be that way. Okay. So we want to move it away from Y. Okay, well, that'll be another lesson. So we're not going to move it along the X axis because we don't want to move it out here or out here. We want to move it on the Y axis. And if we were moving it this direction, it would be towards Y. But we're going away from Y, so we'll put in a negative. -8. Fingers crossed. Did I get the math right? Okay, we did. So it did move it to where we want it to be, but it has put it here, of course, where the grid is existing right now. It's no big deal. We're going to just lower it right down into place. So we'll click on here again. We'll click Tool. We'll click Elevate. We're going to lower it down, so it's a negative. Positive, is a positive number moves it up. A negative number moves it down on the elevation. And we'll say maybe, I don't know, 1.5? Let's see where we land. Ah, that's not too bad. I think it got us in there right where we're supposed to be. Looks like it did, right? So it filled everything in there. So we'll go out here, we'll go to Tool Options, we'll untoggle the group. We'll also go to Tool Options, and we can take off the, grouping box there. And that gives us this idea of where we are with our landscaped area. Now, we can move bushes and other things under there. We can also go ahead and just lower this platform. That does seem, now that I've got everything in place, it does seem like we do have enough room to maybe go ahead and lower it a little bit, right? Bring it down just a bit. Maybe like that. Let's see here. How high up is the window? That's a little bit better. It wasn't much, but it's a little bit better. And we'll go down here, see what it looks like. That looks pretty good. I think that's going to work. And now when we are here, when we're on the second floor, we can see it. When we're on the first floor, we can see it. So it works really well. And that'll be our kind of dining room. The stairs are raised, of course, because I lowered our foundation. So we'll grab some more stairs. Or we'll grab them again. Let's see here. Put them into place. To do it this way this time, that's fine. Do it like that. Can I move them now? A little bit closer. No, but that's okay. It works there. That's fine. And we'll take out the wall so it looks a little more cantilevered under there. Go down. We can see what we got going. Okay. So we've got that built out on this side. Let's fill in our windows here a little bit. I'm going to run them all the way across here. I don't know. That seems a little off on this side. Maybe we move it like that. And we move like that and we move like that, maybe. Kind of frame out this whole area with the same sort of look. Like I said, we want it to be very symmetrical on both sides. Like so. Now we're going to do the same sort of build over here eventually. So we'll have a matching platform on this side. I guess we could go ahead and do it now. Let me take a look here and see what we've got going on. I want to put in some flooring real quick, kind of get our look going, kind of get where we're headed with this. Clean tile, slate tile here. Put that through this whole area. We could do concrete, but I think I like the slate better. I'm really torn at the moment. Do I want to do a roof over this sort of courtyard area we have? I have not decided on that. I need to decide. Roofs are a little tricky when you have different level platforms. A little tricky. Not impossible, but basically if we were going to put a roof on this, we can either try to put one up here, which looks a little wonky sometimes, or we could put one down lower, down here. And I haven't decided. We really don't have to. In order to pull off this look, it kind of should be open to the open air. But I feel like in the modern age with a modern build, it might be glassed over and then climate controlled inside. So I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see how that goes. I made kind of a mistake there. I did put covered up our dirt with slate tile. Let's go ahead and cover that back up. Like so. It does look like our stuff here could be raised up just a little bit. I don't know if it's sunk somehow. Did I raise the floor maybe? I don't think so. Doesn't look like I raised the floor, but the stuff did kind of sink down into the floor. That's strange. I mean, we can pull it kind of back up, but that's really odd that it did that. Let's put it back into place. I may have to tinker around with it a little bit. And I think it did it when I put the flooring in. Is that when it made that change? Maybe. There's always something that will throw you off when you're building in The Sims. Well, when you're building anything but like a box, right? A plain box. Maybe a Cape Cod, a little Cape Cod house or something. Let's do that. Now back underneath there, it still looks low to me, so I might have to use Tool Mod to go through and kind of, like I said, tinker around with it a little bit. But for the moment, I'm going to leave it. I wonder what could have happened with that. I'm going to go back and watch the video maybe and see what happened with it. See how that moved maybe when I did the tile, because that would kind of give me an idea of what I need to do not to have that happen. Let's go ahead and put in maybe some windows and doorways on this side of the build. Throw that in and that. That there. We're going to use these same windows. In fact, now that I look at them, I hope they'll line up. I hope they line up. I don't think they're going to line up exactly how I wanted them to. Let me see here. Because I want to replicate the front side here on the back, right? And then I want to, I guess it's okay. Is that okay? I think it's okay. You know, kind of why, well, since I want a little bit of symmetry, it is a little bit off, but it's pretty easy to fix. So let's go ahead and just fix it real quick. I think I'll be happier if I move this here, and I move this over one, and I move this over one, and I move this here. And then we have, you know, a span of three grid spots on this side and 3 grid spots on this side, so that it really balances at least a little bit. Now the front's not totally symmetrical because I did set the front door off symmetry on purpose. I did not want the front door right in the middle of the house. But I think we will, you know, nod to symmetry enough that we do that. And then let's go ahead and we'll put in some windows back over here. Like so. Now, do those line up with the front door area? They do. Hooray. Okay. Because see, that's kind of what I was thinking. I'm looking at it thinking, I really want when you walk through the front door, you have the windows right in front of you. I don't want them off. I don't want them off center. So, but I want them to be symmetrical with these windows. So that did work. That does work just fine there. And I think these are lined up exactly. So that should be good. We need to move. Need to move this over here. Do that. Okay, and then we will paint our little spot there. Paint this other little spot. There we are. Okay, so let's drop down. We'll go ahead and put in our other platform real quick, and let's see what we've got to work with. The other thing we could do, since we're going to have to use tool mod again, is we could fix, try to fix up these plants, you know, under here, right? Try to fix that up a little bit so that it looks, it doesn't look awful, but it looks like maybe there's a dip under there. Yeah, I mean, a little bit like a dip. So we're going to fix that up a little bit. Put these here. Here. Okay. So once again, we will put in, this might be pretty quick. We'll just kind of replicate what we've got going. So we're going to run, how far? 6. We'll run this 6 like that. And we'll bring it like this. My first thought was to actually put a swimming pool in here. And again, if we did these floating platforms as a second floor technique, coming down off the second floor, that would work. At the end, I don't think I'm going to put a swimming pool in. I don't think there's not enough room right now for sure. But I felt like even before, there just wasn't enough room, you know? Maybe I'll put I could, now that I'm talking and think about it, I could put a swimming pool up here on the second floor. And then, you know, you'd have to walk out though from the bedrooms to get to it. I don't know. And then I have to take out all this stuff, you know, where the swimming pool would be. Although I could put a pool in here and maybe still do 2 bedrooms with ensuite. Okay, I don't know. That's an option. I'm going to think about that. We'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and grab our... Can I just highlight this, I wonder? And copy it? I bet I can. I wonder what'll happen. Let's move it over here. Does it work? No. It doesn't work like I thought it would. I guess it's okay. It's not really what I was thinking. Then we'll grab this. Move it over here. I thought it would bring the foundation with it. Quite obviously, it did not bring the foundation with it. That's okay. It doesn't take much to lift the foundation into place. There we go. Now those are even. Oh, wow. It brought a bunch of the landscaping with it, though. Now that's interesting. Huh. That is really strange. So I wonder... I can't reach that landscaping under there. Ooh, it's going to be there forever. That's kind of interesting. I did not expect that. We'll go down here and we will highlight this and we'll move it over. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces in between. So we'll grab. Now, hopefully highlighting this will bring these floating pieces with it. We'll see. And I won't have to lift those up into place again. Which is one of the nice things about symmetrical buildings. Sometimes you can kind of copy and paste. I did bring it with them. Hooray. Now we will go through here and we will, first of all, open up this room to the outdoors. And then we'll run a line over here. And we'll open up that room to the front door, to the outdoors. That way these items underneath that we've lifted up from the basement will change during the day, since they are technically supposed to be kind of in an outdoorish environment. Even if we had a glass roof on it, as the sun sets, as the sun rises, those items should change with that. And being in the basement, they won't unless we open the basement to the outdoors, which is, of course, what we did earlier with this sort of little square room over here, which acts as a light well underneath that bush to the basement. So one thing you can do if you don't want to use a light well is you could put a light fixture in there, and it does accomplish the same effect, kinda. But then at night, those items will light up because they're lit up underneath, right? So I don't really do that, but you can. It's kind of an option. Let's put in our dirt over here. We'll grab some more landscaping like so. Now, then we really need to be able to build another group of landscaping to move over here. And we need like a 4 by 6 stretch of it. So hopefully I can still put a box around this area here, I hope. Let's do like this. Okay, so we've got our group of landscaping. And we're going to move it over here. We don't need all of it. Part of it is landscaped under there, but we'll go ahead and move it over there. And we can double it again and move it back under there to kind of fill that in. I don't know, maybe. Still haven't decided on that. Let's go into tool mod here. Also, real quick, let's see if we can grab this as well. Let's copy it as well. Bring it over here. Put it into place. Okay, so we're starting to get our outline here of what we got going. Grab our stairs real quick before we go into live mode. We'll put them over here. I could have copied those as well, I guess. I think I just used the eyedropper tool, but I could have copied those as well. We're probably going to change the tone of that as pony wall, whatever that stuff's called. What is that stuff called? Wall trim. Okay, well, that makes sense. The pony wall trim. Let's go ahead and change it to white for now and see maybe how we feel about it over time. I might change it to a brown or a warmer color just to sort of, I don't know. I like that bright look. That white and green's really cool. I do like that. Let's go into live mode. Let's outfit this thing with the tool mod here. Tool option, set grouping box. Here we go. Set the grouping box. Tool mod is really an excellent tool, right? I mean, if you like to build non-traditionally, it really is your best friend. Okay, so it did toggle everything. Hooray, hooray. And we will now move it into place. Now, this time, we're going to move towards the y-axis, right? We want to stay static on the x-axis. We don't want it to go this way or this way. Y is over here, X is over here. We want it to move towards the letter Y, which is hidden under this platform, but it's there, trust me. So we'll go 0 on X, and then we're going to move it towards the Y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this case. We're going to move it over 6 spaces. There we go. Now it does place it on the platform because that's where our grid is, but we can use the tool mod again to lower it into place like we did before. We'll go elevate. We're not going to move it up. We're going to move it down. So we'll use a negative number. 1.5, I think is what we used before, and that was right on target. Did it work? It did work. It is in there. Does it seem a little low? I don't know. It seems a little low to me. So let's try something real quick here. Let's go ahead and we'll undo that, which again, there is a convenient undo button. And let's elevate it just a negative 1.3. See how that looks? Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. I need to untoggle the group, take a look at it. Looks nice under there. And we will take off the grouping box. Oh, not sit. We want to hide the grouping box. There we go. If we go back in here, I'm going to just, move those kind of where they go back a little bit. Come on. There we go. And then we have our 2 floating platforms here in the middle of our courtyard of this hacienda, right? Modern hacienda. And one of them, like I said, this will be kind of a lounge area, maybe with the new curved bar. We'll put the new curved bar back here. And this will be a dining room, like kind of a formal dining room off of a kitchen area back here. We'll go ahead and use the same tile in these areas. Like so. And we could use a few more doorways. Let's start putting in some doors in here. We will take off that. Put that in place. And oh shoot, let me reverse that. Try it like this. We're going to have to redraw all these walls, but that's okay. Actually, I don't want that. I want that like that. And like that. Okay, so we erased most of our walls, but that's all right. We'll just go through here and put them back into place. Like so. I don't know how I want to outfit the kitchen. I do know we don't have new kitchens coming with the new pack, right? So I'm going to need to use an existing kitchen style that we already have. So let's grab that, put it back over here. I am going to need some windows in the kitchen. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Hold on a second. Let me take this. Let's lift it up one more spot. There we go. Put this over here. Okay, so that's our kitchen. We could put some sliding glass doors on the kitchen area. Maybe this. Like so. We'll put the same one on this side. I might change the coloring on it later, but for now, it's going to at least bring some light into this space. We'll grab... We need a door. I think there's a door that kind of matches that. Am I right or am I wrong? Let me take a look at our door options. I can't remember what pack it came with. Because that door is a larger door. Like that. That's that door. I'm thinking the door I'm thinking of, though, is a smaller door. Let me take a look at what we have going for our door options. Let's take a look here and see what we have to work with. Is there anything? Maybe this is what I'm thinking of. There is this. How big is it? It's not too big. We could use that as an interior kind of version. I'm going to stick with that coloring on it as well. Again, we might change that. But for the moment, I think it's fine. Oh, wow. Okay, but let me take a look here. I actually need this here in order to work. So put that here. Let's raise that up a little bit, like so. Did that work? I think so. This is going to be too low though now. So I guess I'll need to put in, let's put in a step out here. That. And I'm going to put a step here, and I think what I'll, for goodness sakes, I don't want it to, let's put it there. My thought is I think I'm going to go ahead and run it all the way along this whole wall. Like that. I hope it doesn't erase everything. It doesn't. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and we will fill this in. And we'll fill this in. Fill this in. And we're closed back up. And we kind of got our steps in place. We are going to need a step over here. One part of me kind of wants to change out those steps from slate tile to make. Do we have a bamboo? Again, to make a little, we've got that. That's not really bamboo. We've got this. That's not bamboo either. What do we have here? Why do I think we have a bamboo? Because I don't think we do have a bamboo. I don't know why I think that. Maybe I'm thinking this is it. But that's not bamboo. I don't know why in my head. In my head, it kind of looks like bamboo, though. Guess we could go with it. For now, I'm going to try it. Let's go ahead and put that in. I don't know. Let me get down here and look at this thing. I don't know. Do I like it or not? Well, it does kind of warm things up a little bit. Like that, maybe. I'm going to try it for the moment. I mean, I might change it. I might change it, though. But my thought is we could do it like this, too. Like this, you know, across like that. Give kind of a nice banded sort of look there. Something kind of different. Maybe do the same thing over here. And I think we could fill this part in and maybe do a little eating area here by the kitchen, kind of like a little breakfast place. And then the kitchen, we could go ahead and switch back to clean slate tile like that. And then would I want to do that bamboo stuff over here? I don't know. But I think I'm going to go with it for now. It's a little bit different. You know, it looks a little bit different. But I think a little bit different is what I want there. So, and we can maybe we'll do the same thing on this side. Did I grab, wait. Why is it going in a different direction? I don't know. That's weird. Why is it going in a different direction there? I have no idea. We'll go ahead and put that there. Does it go this, what direction does it go over there? Yeah, it goes like that. And my thought is, I guess I am going to go ahead, again, to maintain this sort of symmetry, at least in the public areas. Let's go ahead and put this wood on these sides. And then I'm going to just hope that it doesn't end up looking too odd. I think I can get away with it, I think. We're going to need, let's do this door over here as well. And then I don't know, with the design back here, I'm kind of at a stopping point for a moment. I need to put in a laundry room. I mean, realistically, there should be a laundry room. And I feel like it should be off the kitchen though, right? Okay, so let me think about this. Laundry room. Where do I want to put doors? Do I want to use the same door elsewhere in the house? I think not. But I don't know what else I would want to use, really. That's a tough part. Maybe this. We could use that. It feels kind of small though, doesn't it? It feels kind of small. Go ahead and take that out. Do like that. Okay, so let's wait on the doors, but let's go ahead and we will map out a small laundry room here, right? We'll do a small laundry room here. Oh, you know what else I need? Guest bathrooms. We'll put a small laundry room there. On this opposite side, we're going to put in at least one guest bathroom here. But I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to move it out. And then we'll move that out, back in. That way we have a wider kind of hallway. The thing is this narrow hallway is fine, but the roof line is so tall. You know, or the ceiling height is so tall. It's going to look like really long and narrow. And I think with this being like a really fancy house, like where wealthy people live, they're going to want this big open hallway, right? So we'll take that out. We'll take this out. We'll take this out. We're going to raise our floor here up. Probably need to raise it up yet again. And we'll fill in with some wood. Okay, and then that'll work pretty well. We'll have a small bathroom here. We'll have a laundry room over here. I would really like to put another small bathroom here in this front area because it's going to be close to the dining room. So we've got enough space. I don't want it to get too crowded, but you know, I've got like living space here, living space here, living space here. I do have enough spaces for living stuff, but I'm worried I'm going to take up too much space here and not have a big enough living room. But that's kind of a, you know, nonsensical kind of worry. So let's go in here. Let's put in. We're going to do a small, very small guest bath and a closet, a coat closet. So I'm thinking we put a coat closet here. It's actually pretty sizable. And then we put a very small guest bath here. And then we'll have 2 guest baths on the first floor. Plus there's going to be 3 more bathrooms back here. So that ought to be enough. 5 bathrooms on the first floor. Now, realistically, that is realistic. I mean, the Sims don't care. The Sims really only need 1 or 2 bathrooms, depending on how many Sims you have living in the household, so they're not competing for the bathroom. They're fine. They don't care. Realistically, though, for this kind of house, for this kind of the kind of money this house would cost, you know, 5 bathrooms here on the first floor is really not unrealistic at all. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to work just fine. I'll put this here and here and here. And then upstairs, we'll have an additional 2 bathrooms at least 2 bathrooms. Because there's going to be 2 bedroom areas up here. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that. Let's see here. Well, I'll probably bring this. I don't know. I got the stairs in there too. Probably put the stairs here. And then this could be sort of a master bedroom sitting area with the master bedroom here and bath back here. And then I could probably fit in 2 kids' bedrooms here with maybe a shared bath, like a Jack and Jill bath. No, maybe. We'll have to think about that. Because I might extend this out a little bit and put the bathroom here for the master bedroom. And I could do the same thing over here. Just make this part an exterior lounging area. I need to put some furniture into place and see how much room I have, but I do think that that would work. I mean, if I grabbed hallway, like here, and we had one larger bedroom here with its bath over here. And then we'd have kind of a smaller bedroom with a smaller bath here. Closet. I think that might work because you could put like a toddler here and an older kid here. Then they're relatively close to the parents here on the second floor. This is really almost too big for a kid's room, I'll say that. I mean, I don't need that much space for a kid's room in The Sims. I guess I'm gonna use it. I guess I am gonna use it. Let's frame in like a little bathroom here. There we go. And we'll frame in a walk-in closet right here. That is separate from the bathroom, but we could put a door here so you could go in and out from the bathroom or in and out from the bedroom. And let's go ahead and expand this over. We're going to drop that platform down one section. Like that. Actually, this probably should drop down though too, truth be told. Let's just draw this out. And then much like we did up front, we could put in some sort of overhang, a sort of awning here. Okay, so not bad. It's coming along okay. Let's make it a little bit higher. Let's lift it up a little bit. Okay, so that's not too bad. And then over here on the master bedroom side, we'll go ahead and we'll replicate what we just did on that side as well. So we'll go here. How far out did we go? Maybe like one, so just to here? Guess so. And like that. And we'll go ahead and drag out whoops, wrong level. Once again, for some weird reason, it didn't really it didn't frame this in as a room. Let's try it again. It's fine. We can fix it with this handy tool. It's kind of weird. Okay, there we go. And we'll grab this, copy it, bring it right over here. Provide our overhang on this side. Now we're eventually going to have to work some more on the roof up here as well, and on this back sort of outdoor terrace. I guess we'll call it a terrace. We're also going to need to figure out some window placement for these rooms on the second floor. The bedroom here, I want a pretty palatial bathroom and closet. So my idea right now is to at least bring the bathroom back this far. And do a closet maybe like this. And then we can enter the bathroom, or we can enter the closet, and we can enter the bathroom from here as well. That still feels like the bathroom is going to be too small. Like I want a palatial bathroom, you know, like I want it to be really big. Maybe if I go ahead and kind of take some room from here, from the closet. Yeah, maybe like that. Now I've still got this massive master bedroom though, so I could bring the bathroom and the closet out even further if it comes down to it, because we've got a ton of space here. I mean, a bed's going to be just this space here, right? That's all the bed is that those 6 little squares there. So the rest of the room is open for other things, and we've got all this space out here as part of the master bedroom. So yeah, I've got plenty of room to work with on the bathroom. I might even do kind of a platform bed there as well, because we've got so much space. Platform beds take up a lot of room, so I don't do them very often, but we've got plenty of space. Now, I got to start thinking about windows here on the bottom floor for the kitchen and this sort of lounge area behind it, or on the other side. We're going to have a bar. We're going to have a bar back, and I do want the windows. I guess they don't have to match. I mean, I do kind of want everything to be real symmetrical, right? But in this case, they might not be symmetrical. Maybe I've got a bar back that would work. I don't know. Let's find a window for over here in the kitchen that will work. The one that's right on my head right now is not that. It's the one from the horse ranch. Where is it? Oh, come on, did I miss it? Because I don't think it's that far down. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's right there. So we're going to use this window, which I think has kind of a modern look to it. It's not bad. And we'll put it here in the kitchen at a height where it'll kind of fill in the space between the countertop and the upper cabinets. Is that every one of the... Might have to go a little bit higher with it. Maybe like that. You know, I'm going to go ahead and put some cabinets in, because I'll tell you what, probably I'm going to have to adjust it using the level 9, right? Using the little level 9 bar. Let's see, what kind of cabinetry do we want to use? Something modern, something slick. This is what I've been falling back on so much. It definitely has a modern look, as does Dream Home Decorator. Does this come in a white? Comes in a pretty good white. It's a nice kind of yellow. Let me look at this. I really like the blue on that, and you know, the sort of peach is also really nice. We have black and white, white. Let's go with white. Let's go with white for now. I might change my mind, but let's go with white for now because it's quick and easy, right? I will put in a couple of spots, a place for stove, some more spots. And here, let's put this here. And here we'll put a fridge. Here we go. And we'll keep the window above the stove as well. So that'll give us that look there. Now the kitchen is really, again, pretty big. We've got a pretty good size here. We could go, I'm thinking that I'm going to do like a little eat-in area over here, like a little breakfast room or something over here. I have no idea what I'm going to put in this space. Now, one thing I could put in this space is a laundry room. So I could do a sort of laundry room in that area instead of this and make this another bathroom, another guest bathroom. Whereas we're going to have a lot of people who really got to go to the bathroom, right? Seems like what I'm preparing for. But we can do a really nice laundry room here, like a pretty good size one. And maybe do a pantry sort of thing here. In fact, I might just use the kitchen cabinets themselves. Take a look at that. Like so, and then let's zoom in here. Grab our upper cabinets of the exact same thing. Let's see, we've got white. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use these cabinets actually back here. I don't always like using the cabinets with the built-in clutter. In fact, I almost never like using the cabinets with the built-in clutter, but I'm going to in this case because it's in a relatively limited area. And I think it'll kind of fit for that limited area. We're going to put this here as kind of like a little kitchen office area, put a computer on there, that sort of thing. Now, we can also do I guess we're going to have to. My thought is we do a door from here, but we can also do a door here. We can also do a door here. Because I'm going to go ahead and draw out this bedroom's door to here so that we have kind of an entryway for this bedroom. And when you come into this bedroom, and then you could kind of enter either the bathroom if you need to go immediately, or you could leave the bathroom in the morning without going back into the bedroom. Put a little closet here. So if we do that, we'll grab a door here and a door here. We could do a step down from the kitchen. We also need a door here. Actually, let's put a door here too. Okay, for now, we're going to do it that way. What I'm worried about is I don't want to end up with too much of this space out here taken up with stairs. We do need a big kind of open entertaining space out here. And if I keep it symmetrical, I'm going to have stairs on this side as well. So I don't want to have stairs out here with these bedrooms. So I am going to go ahead and step down. I'm going to step down this area. Where's our walls? Here. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and step down this area beginning right here. And then again, right here to bring us, I think, down to the level we need to be, I think. So we'll drop that down. You take this off. Take this off. Okay, so we step down to here. And I roll this back like that. And we step down to here. And at this point, we'll have a little closet here, maybe a little linen closet, and the doorway into our bedroom. So, and we'll put that there, and I guess we'll put one here. Like that. Make sure that's centered in that wall. And we'll go over here and we'll do the exact same thing we just did on the other side. We're going to, first we'll put in a doorway. Draw a line there. And a line there. And a line here. Now on this side, I did make this entrance into a sort of entryway for this bedroom. Well, I was thinking on this side of not doing that to provide access to the bathroom, but I guess I can come through these doors to the bathroom. So let's go ahead and do the exact same thing for this bedroom on this side. We will go ahead and create a sort of entry hall here for this particular bedroom. And then we have a step down here to the bathroom, step down here to the bedroom. And let's see here. How is this looking? Let's kind of raise up here. Not too bad. I think it looks pretty good. We probably could go ahead. I think these windows are not at the same level as the ones across from them. Let's raise them up a little bit. Now, are they at the same spot? Yes, they are. Let's take that up there. We're going to fill in some of this concrete idea here on the outside. Some of that is going to change because to me it's looking really, really white right now, which is fine. That is a great modern look, but I want to work it up a little bit more, give it a little more interest. Okay. The other thing I'm not sure about, I mean, I kind of want to do some other plantings along here. I'm not real sure what. I guess we could do bushes. We could do anything. Oh, you know what I want to do? Let's do this real quick. Let's put in some ornamental bamboo. Let's do that. We'll put a tree there. Now, I don't want it to intersect with the, you know, our roof there, right? Our ceiling over this spot. So we'll put it there too. This in here. Just do the same thing on both sides. Again, kind of keep it symmetrical. Let me move. Add a little bit in, maybe. Does it intersect with the wall too much? It does kind of intersect with the wall. So let's move it back. Let's move it back there. So that's kind of a start. We could put some stuff like that in. Maybe some bushier plants, maybe like some ferns or something in here. That might be kind of cool. In fact, maybe I'll grab one or two just real quick. Where are our ferns? They're in here somewhere, right? Oh, there's one. That's like a palm. Palms are good. And then we have this fern here, forest fern. It's kind of good. It's kind of dark. I don't know. It's a little dark. It's okay. Let's try this low-lying palm. I kind of like that. I might use the tool mod to make it a little bit bigger, but not a lot bigger. Okay, so that's where it stands for right now. And right now I'm going to go ahead and take a break. I'm going to take a break for a little bit. Been at it now for about 2+ hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes or so, 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I'm going to take a quick break for a little while. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify if you've enjoyed the stream. Or if you're watching later on archive, I do save all the streams in archive. Feel free to hit like, subscribe, and notify. We're going to finish this house over the next, probably today and tomorrow, Monday. So we're going to get this done. So later on today, if you hit like, subscribe, and notify, maybe it'll let you know that I'm on air and that it's ready to go. If it doesn't, you can look it up at any time in the future. Kind of see where we end up going with this modern hacienda. In the meantime, though, as always, thank you for watching.